I was young, I'm going to be the big boy around the house now, Mum. Dad was very good, you know, we always went to the A&P show. He showed me the way of life, he showed me how much he cared about his wife. My dad is my hero. Love you, Dad.
Let's give him a hand.
This is a haku by Charlie. Best dad in the world. You will not be forgotten. Love you forever.
Thank you, boys, and Chris. Now, Melanie is going to come up and she is going to speak on behalf of Amanda. She'll introduce herself and tell us where that very special connection is with Amanda.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. I'm actually Mel.
Mel.
Oh. Also known as Auntie Mel. That's what, and unless somebody knows another nickname that Robbie had for me, as far as I'm aware, I was Auntie Mel. And Charlie and Alex are also my godsons. Amanda is one of my oldest and dearest friends. We've been good friends since we were 15 years of age. We moved away from little old Blenheim to big bad Christchurch together and set off our adventures in the real world. And obviously, I've been friends with Robbie and met Robbie through that relationship. Amanda's asked me to read a letter that she wrote to Robbie, so if you'll just bear with me. This is the letter Amanda gave to Robbie a couple of weeks ago to express her love for him. At this time, Robbie was well enough to read it. Dear Robbie, from the moment I first met you, I knew that you were the one. Even if you needed convincing, I knew. You are the greatest love of my life and always will be. I love how our personalities have morphed into one. We've always been there for each other and we always will be. Thank you for giving me 2 beautiful children, and I will make sure that they grow into 2 sensible, amazing men. Your wisdom has given us all an amazing life. I will look after Gunworks, and together with our amazing Gunworks team, we will make sure it continues to thrive and flourish. Our hearts are broken, but together we will heal and look after each other. You're an amazing person, and I'm so lucky to have had you in my life. 23 years seems to have flown by, and it's crushing that it's all coming to an end, but I will love you forever. Thank you for choosing to spend your life with me, and I will love you forever. Love, Amanda, your partner in life.
Thank you, Mel. And I'm going to conclude by reading a tribute from the mother-in-law. We've had to cut some about. No, we haven't. Dearest Robbie, thank you for being a wonderful husband for Amanda. You have made her very happy, and thank you for being a fantastic father to our grandsons. They have many great memories of wonderful, fun times with you. Be rest assured, as grandparents, we will make sure they grow into strong, thoughtful young men. You have a great network of wonderful friends, and combined we will all be looking after Amanda and the boys. There is not a lot more I can say. You've been a much-loved son-in-law, forever in our hearts. Love, Sharon and Lynn. One little thing that Sharon wanted me to mention was that both her and Robbie share the same birth dates. And so, Robbie, there'll always be a spare seat for you in their hearts on that day. So that ends our time of tributes, and I really hope that you've learnt a few things about Robbie today you hadn't learned before. I know he had a nickname for me, and I remember part of it, but maybe I didn't want to remember the other half. So what we're going to do now, remembering that both Amanda and Robbie have had and made 23 years of wonderful memories. So we're now they would like to share those memories with you. Thank you.
These mist-covered mountains are home now for me, but my home is the lowlands, and always will be. Someday you'll return to your valleys and your farms, and you'll no longer burn to be brothers in through these fields of destruction, baptisms of fire, I've witnessed your suffering as the battle reached high, and though it hurt me so bad, in the fear and alarm, you did not desert me, my brothers in arms. There's so many different worlds, so many different suns, and we have just one world, but we live in different ones. Now the sun's gone to hell, and the moon's riding high. Let me bid you farewell. Every man has to die, but it's written in the starlight, in every line in your palm. We're fools to make war on our brothers in arms.
They say in heaven, love comes first. We'll make heaven our place on earth. Ooh, heaven is the place on when the night falls down, I wait for you and you come around, and the world's alive with the sound of kids on the street outside. When you walk into the room, you pull me close and we start to move, and we're spinning with the stars above, and you lift me up in a web of love. Ooh, baby, do you know that's right? Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. They say in heaven, love comes first. We'll make heaven a place on earth. Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. When I feel alone, I reach for you and you bring me home. When I'm lost at sea, I hear your voice and it carries me. In this world we're just beginning to understand the miracle of living. Baby, I was afraid before, but I'm not afraid anymore. Baby, do you know that's right? Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. They say in heaven, love comes first. We'll make heaven a place on earth. Ooh, heaven is a place on In this world we're just beginning to understand the miracle of living. Baby, I was afraid before, but I'm not afraid anymore. Ooh, baby, do you know that's right?
Great memories, and photos are going to become invaluable from this day on, because that will be the lasting memory that you will have of Robbie. So as we prepare to draw this service to a conclusion, as I've listened to all the different tributes that have been given, I guess there's one thing that stood out for me above all else, and that is Robbie's positive nature. We live in an incredibly negative environment. You've probably noticed that, particularly if you listen to Parliament. And what is really good is to be around people who have a positive disposition. In spite of all the things that are negative around us, there's still better times ahead. And Robbie was very much in that category. Always had a grin on his face and always believed a better for everything. And so as we reflect on that thought, I want to conclude by echoing the sentiments of Jane Fonda. I read an article some time ago. I think I was in a waiting room somewhere and I picked up a Rogue magazine and I was just flicking through the pages trying to find something that was of any interest at all. And anyway, I found this article by Jane Fonda. And I was flicking through it, and I'd come across a part I thought was quite astonishing. And she said this, because you know very well Jane Fonda is a global name, and she has won a lot of awards and so forth. And but when she was questioned about life, she said these words: "As my time comes to an end," she said, "I won't be thinking about great awards and those gold things, what do they call them that they win? Grammys. I won't be thinking about all of those type of things." She said this, quite profound, from a global star and name. She said, "All I'll be worried about is if my life has made a positive difference to others throughout my life." And I think that sums up Robbie's life. It was said before, 53 years of life, and he jam-packed it with life. Absolutely jam-packed it with life. You know, there are some 80-year-olds around that have only lived 40 years of life. But he lived for 53 years and lived probably about 80 packed into that. And so today it's with tremendous heartfelt sadness that we farewell Robbie. That smart voice, that quick wit is now silent. But his gift to each and every one of you is wonderful memories. So I say to you, each and every one of you, as I said earlier, this is a private service. There's only a certain amount of people are allowed to be here today, so you're very, very privileged to have been here and to be able to share in this time of celebration. So we salute Robbie today, say thank you for all the incredible memories you leave us with, because that is his gift to each and every one of you, treasured and precious memories. Thank you very much. So what we're going to do now, we're going to prepare to have the closing of the casket, and that'll be family only. So I just wonder if they could, the people down the back, if they could just put on that photo tribute again, and just while that's playing, you may all exit the building. And I will say again, on behalf of Amanda and the family, thank you so, so much for coming today, showing your respects for a very special person and supporting them in the darkest hour of their life. God bless you all, and thank you very much. Then after Robbie is carried out, we will then proceed out to the Aldhurst Cemetery for his interment. You may follow us out there. Thank you.
These mist-covered mountains are a home now for me, but my home is the lowlands, and always will be. Someday you'll return to through these fields of destruction. Baptisms of fire. I've witnessed your suffering as the battle reached high. And though it hurt me so bad, in the fear and alarm, you did not desert me, my brothers in arms. There's so many different worlds, so many different suns, and we have just one world, but we live in different ones. Now the sun's gone to hell, and the moon's riding high. Let me bid you farewell. Every man has to die, but it's written in the stars. In every line in your palm, we're fools to